If Jesus Christ was alive today, he'd be walking on ice cubes.
This is perhaps the one tidbit of philosophy that I wholeheartedly share with my brother here. Jesus Christ would be walking on ice cubes because the world, in all its majestic wonder, is still a very cold place.
This one's funny.
Be honest with you, Doc. I don't even know why I'm here.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like these kind of places. I remember one time it took a psychologist 3 years to tell me that I had a clinical aversion to grapefruit.
Yeah. You know, it's nothing personal. It's just your profession. It seems too vague. I mean, what do you study? People's behavior? I mean, come on. I mean, what do you really do? You listen to people talk about their problems every day, over and over and over and over again until all the problems sound the same and you get bored and you fall asleep.
Yeah, our last doctor used to snore, although he never admitted. He said his nostrils were clogged and he was just thinking out loud.
Yeah, we had to quit going to that guy because last session, he had a wet dream.
Yeah, and we're the freaks.
I mean, it's not like I resent you, you know. I mean, Doc, I mean... Ow! I mean...
That's the first funny thing you said.
It's just it's just your profession, you know what I mean? Come on, it's like nothing personal, Doc. I mean...
Hit it again.
Well, you look like a nice
Let
guy.
him keep going.
You look like a nice guy, you know. It's like,
Yeah, I get along well with short people. Are you a midget or a dwarf or something like that?
No, he ain't a midget. Midgets got the big heads and the giant asses. They wobble back and forth. No.
Yeah. They hate to be held. They think it's insulting. Hey, Doc, how do you feel about being held?
Doc?
It's okay if it's someone I love. Can I ask you a few quick questions?
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, ask, Doc. I'm excited.
Well, how old are you?
21.
21. But I'm older by a few minutes. For a second there, I looked as one.
Then I came out, saving the best for last. You know, Irma Bombeck once said that children are like pancakes. Often the first one doesn't turn out so good. You end up feeding it to the dog or throwing it away.
Yeah. I remember when you were born, you were so ugly, the doctor tried to push you back in.
That's a lie. I remember being born, and the doctor was amazed by my beauty.
Yeah. I remember when you were born, everybody thought I had a big, giant tumor stuck on top of my head.
Who you calling a tumor?
You're a tumor.
Yeah, we remember our own birth. Sure, doesn't everybody?
Of course we remember our birth. Wasn't that great, Doc? I mean, our mother had hemorrhoids. It was a bloody mess. Just awful. Simply ugly.
Not nearly as fun as it sounds. I mean, she had horrible stretch marks.
Stretch marks are a permanent scar from the childbirth process.
A constant reminder, like Mother Nature's tattoo.
Our mother's stretch marks were so big.
How big were they?
They were so big that as children she used to let us race marbles on her belly.
She loved us that way.
Yeah, she sure did.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's unusual.
Yeah, it's unusual. What else you got, Doc?
Tell me, did your mother name you?
No, our father did. Although he didn't name us after any relatives, grandfathers or uncles or anything.
Yeah, the old man came up with Plak because when this guy was born, he had one long, fully grown, dirty tooth. That's where they got Plak from.
Yeah, and they named him Mac because when he was born he had a big square head, like a Mack truck. In fact, they wanted to call him Mack Truck. But my mother, she didn't really like that name, but I liked the truck part.
That's a lie. They named me Mac because Mac spelled backwards is Cam. And Cam is the first three letters in my parents' favorite car, Camaro.
Why is it you two want to be separated?
Doc, that's what I mean about not liking your profession that much. I mean, the questions are just so obvious.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I'm sorry. Maybe it's my phrasing. Let me ask you again. Seeing the technical risks you two would have to undertake, I'm interested in knowing why you would both undergo such an operation.
Doc, have you ever tried to take a shit with someone attached to your head? Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Huh?
Huh?
I didn't think so, Doc. It ain't that right. I'm here to tell you you got a special chair to sit in. You gotta sit there and wait and watch and wait. And the fumes just give you these awful headaches, Doc. It is not a comfortable existence. And right now, all we want is comfort.
Comfort.
That's right.
Well, I can see your hardships.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that I fully sympathize with your dilemma.
Oh, well, good.
It's just that I want to know if it's worth dying over. I mean, you know the story. You've heard and seen all the doctors, probably the best doctors in the world, and you should know that what's connecting the both of you is much, much more than thick epidermal layering.
Doc, we know what attaches us. We're well aware of that. If we know anything, we know this. We're regular scholars of freakdom.
Mm-hmm.
My first book, the story of Ang and Cheng. You know who they were? They were the original Siamese twins.
Yeah, from Siam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we could sit here and talk all you want about thick epidermal layering. But you know what? Instead, we'd like to perform a little play that we wrote as children. Ready, Plak?
Ready, Mac.
Take it, Plak.
Da 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 da.
The Ang and Cheng story. I'm Ang.
I'm Chang.
And together we are Ang and Cheng. We are very famous freak show performers. We are very, very rich.
You look long time.
You pay now!
We make a lot of money. We moved to America.
North Carolina.
Yeah. We have 24 children between us.
We hire a housekeeper named Wanda.
She 4'2". Wears size 16 shoe.
She keep family together.
One day, I catch tuberculosis. And then I die.
Cheng! Ang, I'm the doctor that is here to perform the surgery that would separate you from your deceased brother, allowing you to continue living. Oh, that's okay, Doc. I think about it. Me die too.
I said make us laugh, motherfuckers.
That's sad.
Ben.
This shit was depressing.
There you go, Doc.
How do you like that?
How you like them apples? That's just like being us, Doc.
And knowing all this does not deter you in any way.
Doc, we hate each other.
Yeah, I hate his guts.
Yeah, if he wasn't attached to me, I'd wish him dead.
Yeah, Doc. We're like oil and vinegar. Telling us to get along is like sending Hitler into Israel and telling him to find a friend.
Living with this guy's a living hell. All right, Doc, you can sit there with your fancy literature that tells you that Siamese twins have this intense bond that's so unbreakable that the mere thought of separation would cause instant death.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard all those stories, and I read all those books, and you know what? We're the exception. The exception to the rule. In fact, we would have been detached years ago, except I used a butter knife.
Yeah, plus, Doc, he's such a fatalist. He's so depressing. I remember one time he joined the Satanic cult, and they kicked him out. They kicked him out for being too.
Well, at least I'm not a sentimental pansy. You know, when we were kids, we used to cry at the Three Stooges. He used to think Boy George was macho. Yeah, he did. He's romantic. He loves weddings. He thinks On Golden Pond was Henry Fonda's best film.
You don't dare kick your ass.
Punching each other. Never hurt one another.
Only when I'm lucky, Doc. I'm way stronger than this guy. In fact, if I didn't have this lump of shit on me, I'd be an Olympian. Yeah, the Olympian. You get special head start in the Special Olympics. You get 4th place in the Down syndrome higher. Oh, you would do. God. Got on there. You weakling. What are you?
I'm curious.
What?
Is it always like this?
Is it always like what? What are you getting at, Doc?
Do the both of you go like this at all times?
No. Sometimes we disagree. Yeah, sometimes we don't get along. You son of a...
Right, Doc?
Kiss him. Oh, kiss him.
Feel great? Think we're ready? I really worked hard for this day. I feel like I'm in shape, good condition, and to be honest, Doc, I think I'm in my prime.
Yeah, me too, Doc. This is going to be the day. This is going to be the year we get the gold. I don't think anything's going to stop us this year, not even the Rooskies.
Get her down! Get that bitch down!
You want us to take pills? Well, Doc, I just want to let you know, to this point,
Get
we've
that
maintained
bitch
steroid-free.
down!
Well,
Get her
Doc,
down!
well,
Get
if you
that
think it's going to
bitch
help our
Hey,
performance,
hurry up.
by all means, pass the drugs, man.
Get her down!
You nervous, Mac?
I don't know. Are you nervous?
That shit make me horny! Horny the
Shut the fuck up!
shit makes me horny, motherfucker!
I don't know, maybe a little nervous. Are you a little nervous?
Cut that head off! Cut it
Guess
off!
I'm a little nervous.
Cut it off!
Actually, kind of
Kill
a
it.
lot nervous.
Kind of a lot nervous?
Cut it off.
Yeah. Are you kind of a lot nervous?
Cut it off.
Now that you mention it, I guess I'm kind of a lot nervous.
Yeah, no, you're a nervous guy. I can feel you shaking inside.
Really? Well, if I'm nervous, you're more nervous than I am.
How do you figure?
Well,
Cut
I
him
don't know.
up,
Come on,
dog.
cut it off.
Cut him up.
Well, some of you,
Cut him up, dog.
Come on, cut
Cut
him
him up.
some of your butterflies
Cut
just
him
go to my
up, dog.
stomach.
Cut him
Come on,
up.
cut him up.
Well, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if you were wearing underpants.
Cut him, dog.
Come on with
Tell you
it.
what, these pills are making me just...
Come on with it.
I don't care.
You know what I've been thinking about a lot lately? In the last few hours and minutes?
Get her down, Doc! Cut that!
Cut
Cut that
thinking about
ligament!
What?
Cut that ligament!
Cut it.
Getting shot in the brain?
Cut her.
Cut that fucking ligament down, Doc!
Dying like a mafia guy.
I said
Well,
cut that shit.
I see
wanna
that you
fuck this
prepared
cock
yourself for death, not me. I'm gonna play football. I'm gonna have a menage a trois.
Menage up in this twa, bitch!
I know.
Get
I
it!
know.
Get it
in.
down!
Fuck this.
Get it down! Strip that
I
shit!
know. I want
Fuck
to ski
this.
and jump rope, but up until this point, death never seemed so pertinent.
Death is always pertinent. It's like
remember
pussy.
when
It
we
smells
When we
good.
were young and we were on the respirators.
Eat it, cut in half.
Yeah, I remember. But now we've lived.
Live and let live.
Now
Cut it up.
when
Come on,
we
live
were
and
kids,
cut that shit.
we hadn't experienced anything. We didn't have any experiences. We would actually make us regret dying.
Yeah, but we knew that when we were on the respirators that there was some force in this life that makes it worth living. You know, we made it off the respirators. We can make it apart.
Well,
Cut it in half.
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 one of us dies and the
Cut
other
it in
lives.
half.
Well, what do you mean?
Cut it out!
Cut it in
One of us
half.
dies and the other one
Cut
lives.
it out!
Cut this dick off.
I mean,
Suck
cut
on
it
it.
out! I mean, seems so unfair.
Cut it out, baby.
Cut this dick off.
Think
You look
about
like
it,
David
Plak.
Bowie.
Cut it out.
You look like David
I
Bowie.
be going out
Cut it
days,
out.
getting lots of pussy.
Cut it out.
You'd be
You ain't never gonna get some
feed the
pussy.
worms.
Only pussy you
Well,
gonna
what
cut
makes you
out
think
of
I'm gonna be
your
the
asshole.
dead twin? I'm gonna be the
That's
one that
what
gets the
you gonna
girls.
get.
Just think, Plak will no longer again after John.
Okay. Oh, well, let's just pretend that you're the one that dies, all right? But then how would you feel if I died?
You are my brother, and I hate you. But if you died, I think I'd cry.
Well, if you died,
Yeah.
first I'd laugh.
Cut it
Laugh
off.
like this dick.
Then I'd cry.
First you'd laugh? Why would you laugh first?
No.
Do that Al
Funny.
Jolson routine you did back in Denver.
Because when I always
Do
told
that Al
myself,
Jolson shit.
God damn.
because I always told myself that
This is
I'd
long.
be
man.
happy if you died.
How long is
That
this
makes sense.
shit? It's longer than Dusty S-Cock.
I thought you were gonna cut it off.
Hey, Matt, can I ask you something?
Cut it off.
As long as it's not too personal.
Well, you know, I was thinking,
It's too personal.
if you're nervous or like scared or reluctant to go on with this, I was thinking maybe if you wanted to, maybe we could just think about redoing the whole thing, not going through with it.
You want to cancel the operation? You know, we'd have to go out there and tell the press that we chickened out. Are you sure you want to cancel?
Well, it's nothing concrete. It's just an idea. I was thinking about you. You know, like Mom taught us, consideration. You know.
And your mom taught you consideration.
Thanks for asking. It's just, don't you think it's a little late for
Thanks
that,
for
though?
your ass, kid.
Don't you think it's time we just... I mean, we paid the bill. We might as well go through with it.
Yeah, you're right. Plus, we already took the drugs. I guess it's now or never.
Do or die. Divide instead of multiply.
Suck it, bitch.
Hey, Mac. I got a question.
What's that, Plak?
What are you doing after this?
I don't know. You want to hang out?
Yeah. That sounds good. Just give me a call.
How does Wednesday sound?
Call me on Wednesday. I got some pills for you.
I don't know. I'm gonna be
Pop
out on
some
my
Percocets and
be out on
slow
a
down.
date with my new girlfriend. She's a supermodel. You know how those things go.
Pop damn Perkies,
Fuck it.
boy.
All right. Take it easy.
All right, yeah, you too.
You too. I hate that band. Bono sucks dick.
I don't have my head.
We'll find it.
Now let's go get some pancakes.
That shit's good. Encore. Oh.
You woke up with a cock in your face. Sucker.
It's longer than your
Are you
head.
there, Mac?
That's my dick.
Mac, where are you? Oh.
This is my cock.
Mac, are you there, Mac? Mac, I can see you.
What's wrong with
I
you?
can see you at the corner of my eye.
Damn, this shit's never
Hey,
ending.
Mac. Hey, Mac, I gotta tell you something.
Yo, look at my
I
cock.
never told you this before, but you were adopted.
Let's
I
go.
never liked you.
Let's go.
Go ahead and die, Mac.
Boy, I'm gonna go fuck something.
Rage, go beat her ass.
Let's just do something.
Go ahead and die,
Boy.
Mac. I'm gonna go out and get myself some women. Lots and lots of women.
I'm gonna get me some recycling.
Do you ever shut up? I can't stand your constant talking. Matt! Are you there, Matt?
Alright, I had enough of you motherfuckers. Come on,
Lay
get
off the menthol.
Congratulations.
I want some fucking pancakes.
You're alive. Congratulations, Mac.
Hey, shut the fuck up, I said.
I had a dream last night.
Was I dead?
Kinda. I think so.
What was that like? thinking I was dead.
Well, it had its good points, but, you know, it had its bad points too, I guess.
What if I told you I didn't feel so good?
I tell you, I feel the same way.
You know, right before I came to, I saw this angel. He had this huge afro. It was like a helmet. He looked like little Michael Jackson before he had like the nose job and the skin treatments. And he was like waving at me, like he wanted me to join his party. You know, Plak, when I was a kid, I used to dream that Michael Jackson was the center of the universe. Like, he was the main guy who knew everything about everything. And I used to dream like he was this really cool party kid who just had the best life. And in my mind, he took me away from you. He was an angel. And he was telling me I was...
He was what? What?
I was... dying.
Wow. You know, I had that same dream.
Really?
No. But I wish I did.
You remember that poem I wrote? The one when I was a kid?
Yeah.
The one that everyone liked? Remember that poem?
Yeah.
Everybody said I should be a writer. You remember how it went?
No, Brother Mac, I don't.
Heads. It would be nice to live without a head. Think how much money you would save on shampoo and hats. Models would be judged by their shoulders, and your ears would be in your armpits, and everyone would look like a stump. And sweaters, they would fit like socks. Boxers would all have to only rely on body blows. Dandruff would be obsolete. No more zits, no more teen magazines, lower ceilings. Chest hair would replace the need for beards. People would buy less tables. They could eat off their table like stumps. No more guillotines. People would weigh 8 to 11 pounds less. And best of all, no one would get dizzy again. Do me a favor?
What's that?
Will you put that poem on my tombstone?
You know what I want on my tombstone?
What?
I want it in Braille. And I want it to say, I hate the blind. Huh? It's pretty good, huh?
Promise me.
Promise you what?
To put my poem, Heads, on my tombstone.
I promise. Hey, Matt?
What?
You feel hungry?
Not really.
Do you still see cotton balls, earmuffs?
Yeah. That's all I see.
What's it look like, Mac?
I don't know. The best thing?
Like, if you believed in heaven?
Yeah. I think so.
Mac!
It burns! Ah!
Mac!
God,
Mac!
like,
Hang in there, Mac! Hang in there.
it's like,
Hang in there. Hey, Mac. Hey, you remember when we were kids? Remember when we were young, huh? We had that teacher, Mrs. Johnson. Remember her? She had a mustache. She had a mustache like a man. Remember the field trip? Remember the field trip, Mac? Remember Mom wrote the check for us to go on the field trip? She put it in the envelope with our names on it, Mac and Plak, in Mom's handwriting. And she gave us a ride to school. We were in the back seat of the car. We were talking about getting lead poisoning. Remember that, Mac? You remember? And then she dropped us off. She dropped us off at school.
I remember that.
And
shut up.
I remember
we
that.
sat on those chairs. How uncomfortable we were.
Y'all remember that?
What's going on?
We put our heads down. We started to cry. because we hated the
He done
school so
fell
much.
asleep. Look.
I feel a
And
year
then all our
older.
tears just melted.
Look, he's
Melted
up.
letters and couldn't even read it anymore. Remember that, Mac?
That dude fell out.
Oh,
God.
Mac!
That dude fell the fuck
The
out.
hell are
I'm tired.
I want some pancakes
Oh,
up in
I'm
this bitch.
tired
I'm
too.
gonna rest now.
Time to rest.